So let's talk today about how to hike in Landmannalaugar Rainbow Mountains in Iceland. I've been there many times. I visited Iceland 4 times, and everyone told me if you are a hiker, if you love hiking, you must go there for hiking. But no one told me how it will look like, what are the hazards there for hikers. So what I need to prepare before going there. And this video I will try to overview for you from my own experience and what I learned in Iceland, how it actually looks like to hike in Landmannalaugar Rainbow Mountains in Iceland. And for those of you who like to know more details, I just refer you to my hiking guide, which is available at any Amazon web store, and just have a look at link below, or just type my name in the search line at Amazon. So, yes, Landmannalaugar is a magnet for all hikers. It's a hiking paradise in Iceland, and every hiker who go to Iceland, they must visit this beautiful, beautiful place. But there are some concerns you have to know about before going there, that you are prepared. And I will list for you the most crucial parts of these hazardous, dangerous, issues you may face there. Let's start with the most obvious one, the height, the altitude, which you are going to face yourself at Landmannalaugar. And almost every hike there, it looks like you have to climb on the volcano, and then you go on the top of volcano for a few kilometers, and then you descend yourself from this volcano. And almost all hikes looks like that. But not every hike is actually safe for you. Some hikes, some trails, they're quite dangerous, and I would not advise to hike them with small children, because there will be some stretches in the trail where you face really sharp edges with high cliffs, and if your kids behave not very wise, so they might face some danger. But these are not all hikes. For example, the hike to the most beautiful and the most colorful volcano in the region near camping site, which is called Brennisteinsalda. Yes, Brennisteinsalda mountain or volcano, the most colorful one. It resembles mountains in Peru, Rainbow Mountains in Peru. So this hike is relatively safe. It has a flat top of the mount, so that you are safe there. There is no, to my knowledge, any sharp edges there. So the hike is technically, I would say, somewhere in the middle. Probably elderly people should not go there, but also it depends. I've seen myself quite elderly people hiking there, and it was all fine. But you have to know that on your way there will be quite steep ascent and also descent with a lot of big stones, and terrain will be quite complex. So you have to know yourself, your physical capabilities, whether you can hike such a terrain or not. But if you have kids, if you have a family, I think this hike is the safest in the region. I would not advise to hike, for example, Blanokur volcano or Sudunramur volcano, which is just nearby camping site, because the ascent and descents are really, really steep. They go like zigzag trails, and there will be some parts of the trails where you face really high cliffs, and you have to be careful. Even adults should be extremely careful there. Elderly people. I've seen elderly people hike these routes too, but again, it's you have to know yourself, your capabilities, your physical strengths and endurance, because these hikes kind of half-day hikes, but they demand really good physical stamina. So I forgot to tell you, so the most of the parts of the hikes around Landmannalaugar, they are like from 5 kilometers to 20 kilometers in length, and they all go through volcanoes, and majority of volcanoes, they have a flat top hills, so it's not like, you have very sharp peaks, and then you have to be really technically well prepared to hike these routes. No, they all have like roundish tops, so even many people can simultaneously stand there, so there is no any risks of what's forever for people there. But if you hike the whole length of these routes, so there will be some patches in the hikes, in the hiking trails, where you have to be extremely careful. Okay, now what the second hazard in this region I would advise to know before you go there. These are very sharp stones in lava fields. If you go for hiking in they have actually, this area has around 15 lava fields, a lot of them. But the biggest one and the closest to the camping site, Landmannalaugar lava field, which has a circular trail which goes from camping site, and you return back in a circle. And this trail, kind of half of it is a highway, very well trodden and maintained and marked, and it poses no any hazards for people at all. But half of it, closer to volcanoes, you have to maneuver yourself through lava field, and lava field poses some threats to you, because the sharpness of the lava stones is extremely high. So and besides that, all big stones and boulders are very sharp. You have cracks in lava fields which can go up to a few meters down, and these cracks sometimes not very visible, sometimes they are very narrow, sometimes the trail goes really very close to them, and also it's very difficult to navigate yourself among lava field, because imagine all lava rocks, they are higher than you, something like 2-3 even higher meters above you, and all landmarks around you are not visible, because you are in such a labyrinth, in a maze of lava field. And people, because it's a very popular place, there will be a lot of trodden trails, and of course not of them they are official. They kind of shortcuts to official trails. Many of them are just dead end trails, so you can go to some trail and you think you will go back to your camping site, but no, it will get to you nowhere, and then you are stuck. It happened to me when I hiked there, and I was hiking, searching for the way out of this maze for at least an hour. And I was really afraid, because at that time I had only one day for hiking in the area, because I came in the morning and my bus was in the evening, so I was really in a hurry to get out of this labyrinth. before darkness and before my bus departure. So it was kind of stressful for me to hike this Laugar lava field, but I could manage to get out of this maze. But you have to be aware that bring with you a navigator, bring with you hiking poles, because as I said, there will be kind of complex terrain. And yes, probably I would not advise you to hike this with the kids as well, because yeah, it's scary. At some part it's really scary with all these deep cracks. If you fall in such crack, it will be a really life-threatening event for you. So this was the second hazard in Landmannalaugar Rainbow Mountains region. The third one, probably I would list mountain creeks and water, because if you hike in this region somewhat in the middle of summer or at the beginning of summer, where a lot of snow will be still there and summer will be kind of warm, let's say above 15 degrees Celsius, expect to see here a lot of flooding, a lot of streams around camping site, because camping site is located in the valley and all the snow melted goes down with quite voluminous water streams, and some trails you face with fording of these streams. So some streams will be easy to ford either by jumping or by just using stones, you know. But some streams will be needed that you ford with your shoes, hiking shoes off, and you have to ford it in really cold water. And this concerns the trail which goes through Blanoku mountain, Blanoku volcano. So when you go back, so you go through this valley before you reach Laugar lava field. So there will be a huge portion of your trail where you have to go through these multiple streams, big, small, middle size, and yeah, you have to be aware that some of these streams you have to ford with your bare foot. Yeah, so be prepared for that, but otherwise it's all fine. And the fourth hazard which I wish to mention for you is kind of you can find it not everywhere on Landmannalaugar Rainbow region, but if you go to the very famous hiking track Laugar Vegur, and then you will see it quite often, this thread. And what I mean, these are snow bridges. Now we have in Germany a lot of snow again. In Iceland you see snow all around the year, and even in a hot summer there will be a lot of snow in highlands in Landmannalaugar, and in shadow areas between top hills, you know, in these depressions, the snow will be accumulating for months, and then building such bridges which connect to hilltops. You know, you hike on hilltops, and then instead of going down and then going up again from these hilltops, you just hike on such snow bridges which connect two hilltops together. And people make hiking trails just on these snow bridges, and thousands of people go, everything fine. But particularly you hike this snow bridge, and you may break you know, the hardness of the snow, which become like a ice already, and you can fall down. And you are lucky if it will be just half a meter or meter, but it could be 2 meters, 3 meters, or even higher. And then you face troubles, you know, injuring yourself. So it happened to me once. I was hiking there, and luckily it was just half a meter. I just, you know, I didn't go over the trail. I was following footsteps of other hikers, and because I had a heavy backpack, and I don't know what's the reason, but I fell at some point down, but not too deep. Something stopped me. So I don't know whether it was a ground already, soil, or whether it was maybe some rock, or maybe it was just compressed snow. But at some point I stopped. I didn't fall further, and I could get out of these troubles without any injuries. But I know stories from other hikers and from researching in the internet that these snow bridges, they pose significant threat for hikers, especially in this region, because yes, you can fall quite deeply into the depression between hilltops, and then yeah, you can break your legs or whatever, you can injure yourself. So you have to be aware, and you have to be prepared that such things could happen, and yeah, try to avoid this this kind of snow bridges. Also, do not go kind of under them, because many of them, they form they're really like bridges. So in the middle of them, at the bottom, so there is no snow, and usually there is some small creek going on. So a lot of people going down and going into this sometimes quite long tunnels, you know, under the snow, under these bridges, making photo, and you know, using this place like a playground as a kids. So I would not also advise you, because these natural wonders, natural constructions, they pose hazard. So they can break, they can injure you. They are very heavy because snow is accumulating for many months. It become like ice, and yeah, better to avoid such kindergarten playgrounds and behave like adult. So on this I kind of stop my list. Maybe in the future I will think about something else. What else can be crucial for you as a hiker to know before you go to Landmannalaugar for hiking? What you should prepare? Of course, you should wear a good hiking clothing. You know, like 3-4 layers, because weather is unpredictable in Iceland, and you have to be prepared for all weather conditions there, especially for wind. Whenever you hike on the top of the volcanoes, there will be really huge winds almost all the time from all directions, and you have to wear proportionally good clothing for this. Okay, guys, and yeah, on this I finish, and I wish you good hikes, and be safe anywhere you hike and everywhere you hike. Okay, ciao ciao.